Good morning and welcome to Crafty Tuesday. And here we are again, still in lockdown, but it's lovely to have you all joining us again. And thank you for the sunshine pictures that you sent me, the sunrise and sunset pictures you sent me, and also the other craft and art things that have been sent. It's really lovely to hear from you, and I look forward to always getting them. It makes me quite excited. Well, today at Crafty Tuesday, we're going to do something slightly different because we're not going to have a theme like elephants or butterflies or Easter eggs or chickens. We're going to think about something very special because on Friday of this week, it's a very special day. It's VE Day, and it's a day when we celebrate the end of World War II. And it's 75 years since that first VE Day, when people went out onto the streets and there was partying and dancing and people were celebrating. And originally, before lockdown, the government and the country had decided it was going to be a very big special day. It was going to be a bank holiday and we were going to have lots of things going on. And I know that there are lots of people that are trying to make the best of it and do other things. And there's going to be maybe you're going to have a special tea at home, or maybe your neighbours and you are going to go into your front gardens and do something there. And I know there's going to be lots of things on the television. So I thought what we'll do is we'll make some decorations and make our houses, or where we're having our tea, look very, very special and very exciting. So I've got a few ideas, and I'm sure you're going to send me lots of different ideas as well. And the first idea I've got is that we make bunting. Well, I've made some bunting beforehand, and here is my bunting that I've made. There's bits of bunting here and there's another bit there. You can see the string hanging off mine because I started on it. All different, and you can see it's all in red, white and blue because we have to have red, white and blue. That's the colours on our flag, isn't it? And bunting is very, very easy to make. Get a piece of paper or a bit of card and fold it in half, long ways like that. And what you then do is you cut it, and you have to be careful you cut it from the side that's open, that side, into the middle. Don't do it the other way around, otherwise you won't get the right shape. Okay? So cut it just diagonally down there. Remember, if you're a little person, you'll have to get a grown-up to help you with the cutting. That's when you say, I need a grown-up. And you get the shape like that, and that could be paper, it could be card, it doesn't matter what it is. Just fold it over, because that's where you can then put a little bit of string and so on underneath it. So you've got your flappy over thing like that, and you've got the shape like that. And then when it's done, you can paint whatever you like on it. You can paint a flag, a Union flag, or a 75 because it's 75 years, or just put spots and use sponges and so on like I've done there. So when it's all finished like that, you can just put a little bit of string under there, and then you just move it along with the string so that you get bunting that is like that on the string, one after another. So that's the bunting you've got, and you can see the bunting I've done earlier. Right, the next thing that you could make is you could make a crown or a hat out of a paper plate. Do you like it? That's my very patriotic hat. I could put it on the side like that, couldn't I? So you can make a hat. Very easy to do. Paper plate, white paper plate. Again, just paint it or use sponges. Again, red and blue because you've got the white in the background. Then fold your paper plate in half like that. Okay. And then find about the middle of it. You can fold it a little bit just to find the middle bit. With a pair of scissors from the middle, cut out into the corners just to the edge where the rim is on the paper plate. You see, like that. You see there's a rim on the paper plate there. Just cut like that. You just keep doing it from the middle, only go from the middle. And when you've done that all the way around, it doesn't matter how many times you do it, open it up, you get a shape like that, just curl the sides up, make it look like the bits on the crown, like that. Missed one out there. You can just cut up to the rim again, just keep bending it over until you've done all the way round, and you've got like the one I made earlier. I'm doing this in a bit of a rush, so it's probably not going to be as good as the one I did earlier. I'll fiddle around with it after we've finished the video. But you've got a hat. There you are. You see, I've got another hat now. I don't think I can keep my hat on my head and do the next craft, but that's the next thing that you could do. And then the last thing I thought that you could make, because there are other things you can do, you could make some nice little decorations to put on the table. And I thought this is something that probably little ones could do. And you can make them out of toilet rolls, or you can just make them out of white card again. Very, very simple, very, very easy. You get a piece of white card just like that, and you get, again, you can paint it if you like first in blue and red. You're going to use lots of blue and red paint. Do you remember the Crafty Tuesday rules? That you always ask the grown-up who you're living with where you do your painting. You don't do it on the best table, do you? Because that makes people grumpy, and we don't want them grumpy for a special day. So when you've got your bit of card like that and it's painted, if you're going to do that and it's dry, just make it into a curly shape, make it into a cone. Look, I told you my hat wouldn't stay on. We'll put it on Rusty's head now, shall we? There we go. And just make it into a cone like that. And then you can stick these pieces of either tissue paper or whatever on them. Actually, the other way you can do it, which is what I did do on one of them, is you can stick them on before you curl it. And that can work as well. It's up to you which way you do it. But if you stick them all on, either you can use Pritt Stick to stick them all on. And when you've stuck them all on, look, you can see all the bits of tissue paper I've got. You can curl it round. If you haven't got any tissue paper at home that's in red, white and blue, you can always find some white paper and paint it in red and blue, and then you get the white on the other side, which is what I've done on that one there. And it does work because I made it work, so I know. And I've got some paper here, you just see. Look, all I did was I just painted it white on one side. I just quickly painted it, and then you, with a pair of scissors, can just cut it, and you've got the strips. The thinner that you make the strips, the better it is. And again, I guess a grown-up to help you if you're a little person. But you just cut the strips like that, and then you can stick them on, which is what I did there. This one here, I decorated the paper first, which I showed you. This one here, I put a little face on it. Can you see? So you could put feet on it, couldn't you? And a man with hair that's in the colours of the day, in blue and red and white, with a little fringe, which is looking a bit like my fringe because it's growing in lockdown. So that's another thing you could do. And the last thing that you can do is there are so many colourings you could do. I'm going to put some colourings up on the page. There's this beautiful colouring here, which again you could hang up in your window. Just stick it in your window so people coming past your house can see it. There's also bunting on online, which I'm going to put for you, so you can colour in your bunting. Can you see that one? That's a Spitfire. Those were planes that they were used then, and you might have seen a Spitfire on the television this week when Captain Tom had it fly over his house. And then there's this one here, which has got a dove on it, because a dove is a sign of peace, and it's got VE Day written on it. So I will put those on our page for you, and you can use them. You hear that funny noise in the background? It's our cats having a little bit of an argument. I think they're getting fed up with lockdown as well. We're all getting fed up with it. So those are the crafts that you can do today, and have them ready for your special Friday VE Day celebration, 75 years. So let's see lots of colourings on our page. Bunting, maybe you can make bunting and put it in your windows. I'll hang it up in the room you're going to have tea in. Hats, like Rusty's wearing, or Rusty's wearing it as a necklace now. And of course, decorations. Please, can you send me pictures of what you've done? Please send me pictures of what you're having at tea time. There's lovely food you can have that people used to eat in those days. Look on the websites and you'll find some nice recipes. And I really look forward to next week having our whole page full of red, white and blue stuff. So thank you very much. Goodbye.